podcast. Hopefully this is actually uploading this time. I tried earlier, but it wasn't doing anything, so let's see if it's uploading now. Oh, it's doing something now. Let's see if this is... There we go, yep. Right. There is a fate over there. Let's get to that fate, shall we? Come on. Whoosh, whoosh. Can I get there in time to actually do anything about it? Oh no, yeah, you can do it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Why is it taking me so long to get there? No, that's not how we get to the fate. Through here. Ah, damn, it's on 76. I probably won't get enough. Just a silver, damn it. I don't know if that counts. This photo. Ooh, white pearl, isn't it? Okay, so now I can get faster mount speed here. There we go. Now I don't need to mess about with the fates. Are you harmed or are you unharmed? The latter, methinks. To which Her Highness replies with her winsome smile. I am, thanks to you, my dear Otis. You again. Shall I pay the plaque to the Queen? I appreciate the offer, but there is no need. The script is my own work, you see, and I know Princess Fiend's lines better than my own. There is, however, a scene with which I struggle. Hey, this looks like fun. Can I join in? You as well. I thought I said I was busy. You did, but we thought we could maybe help. You're getting ready for the founding celebration, yes? I am, and if truth be told, we are in dire need of assistance. For this edition of the celebration, there is to be a play about the history of our realm for the children's enjoyment. But with fewer of us being given form, we haven't had enough hands to carry out the production. Thus have I been tasked with not only writing the script, but performing as myself besides. Calm down, it's alright. We really are happy to help in any way we can. Just tell us what to do. For the same reason the production is short-handed, it has become difficult to gather a crowd. I'd be obliged if you could spread word of the play to the children in Yesterland. Consider it done. We'll take ourselves around and talk to the younglings. Splendid. Oh, and to better appeal to them, we have adorable animal costumes for you to wear. Together with your cheeriest bearing, of course. Alright. Anything to make the children happy. Let's see. Ah yes, this one should be suitable for you. Oh, it's a glamour. I was confused for a moment when you handed me a device. I have something in mind for you as well. Let me know when you're ready and I shall activate it for you. What's yours going to be, I wonder? Ready, are you? Then let's have you don your costume at once. Marvellous! There's not a child that would fail to be delighted. It really does suit you. Now that you are suitably attired, I pray you go forth and promote our play to the children. Concentrate your efforts here in the vicinity of the air cab station, and see that you make it fun. In the meantime, I shall continue my own preparations here. Should your costumes wear off, I shall provide you with another. Your costume is about to wear off, you say? Very well, I shall give you another. Oh, a rabbit monster! You shall rue the day you cross paths with the Royal Knight! There's going to be a play, with knights and stuff. Come on, let's go and watch. We can buy the air cab later. Observed girl. Oh, are you here to look at Queen's Fen too, Mr. Rabbit? That great big golden statue is exactly what she looks like. That's what my mum told me, and she's a scientist. My mum also told me there's the terminal is a tomb. Her Majesty must watch over all of us from there. A play about the realm's founding? I love history, that sounds great. I'll let my mum know so we can watch together. Thank you, Mr. Rabbit. I just won't get the experience for it. Oh well, who should interrupt my air cab watching but a person in a silly costume? Let me guess, you're here to tell me about the play. Don't bother, I've seen it no less than 50 times already. Otis is going to be performing as himself? Now that's a new twist on an old classic. Alright, just for that I'm willing to see the play again. That's right, Sir Otis will be in the play as himself. You can't miss it. Oh, hello there, Mr. Rabbit. What's the matter? Ah, the play. I know about it. They sometimes have performances all over the castle. I've seen it before, so I was going to give it a miss. But if you say it's special this time, then alright, I'll go. I want to go and see the castle. We'll go once I've caught my breath, alright? Sounds like we'll be riding the air cab then. Look, it's a rabbit! What is it? Want to play with us, do you? It's going to be a play about Queen Sophia. I want to see it. We'll head over there right there to the castle right away. Thanks for telling us. You finished making your rounds. Excellent. I shall take a costume off your hands. Thanks to the two of you promoting the play in my stead, I could memorize the lines to my satisfaction. I am grateful beyond measure. Don't mention it. It was fun meeting the Endless Children. Endless Children? What an odd thing to say when we're endless ourselves. It's, complicated. I'd explain it to you, but the play's due to start soon, isn't it? Aye, very soon. I must needs make my way to the venue and see the final preparations. Let's talk later. We'll be cheering you on from the crowd. By all means, but hold on. What would you say to performing the play as well? Are you serious? Oh no, definitely not. I've not done anything like that, and I don't think I can learn lines on such short notice. Rest assured, it wouldn't be a difficult part. What I have in mind for the two of you is a little swords play, a duel between Alexandrian and Lindblum soldiers. That is certain to please the children, and without the need for words. Well, what do you think? This Alexandrian knight is going to take you down. Heh, that keen are you? Alright, you asked for it. Then it's settled. I shall prepare your costumes for you. You need but engage in a mock fight. Well, there isn't time for rehearsal. Little mistakes are all in good entertainment. With that, I shall go and inform the troop members of the changes. Pray make your way to the Proto-Alexandria and await further instructions. That's the castle where the terminal is. When we shut it down, the Esterland and the Endless in it will also fade away. So let's give them a show to remember. And we'll remember them too. Them and what it is that they seek to preserve through this celebration. Hello. There we go. Designed around the element of Earth, this section of living memory features a number of attractions. The Esperance wheels and the air cab ride both afford an incredible view of the entire park, while those who prefer to keep their feet on the ground can also enjoy a stroll around the historical recreation of Proto-Alexandria. They can't decide if they'd rather ride up the Bergen Ring or the Esperance wheels. Me? I just wish they'd make up their minds so we can go already. Go. Right, let's give it our best and have some fun.
Well, this seems to be the right place. What's on the program, I wonder?
And where are the others, for that matter?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, tonight's performance is a story that takes place long, long ago. A great conflict rages over precious electrope, and the kingdom of Alexandria has been embroiled in the chaos. When the royal capital comes under siege, the kingdom's valiant knights lay their lives on the line for their beloved Princess Spine. I bid you keep your handkerchiefs at hand. Now, without further ado, yeah, it's a royal knight!
I beg your pardon?
What a twist!
Oh, unbelievable.
Ha! Yeah! Arg! I am killed! You must flee! All of you! Princess Sveen!
Are you unharmed?
Oh, I am, thanks to you, my dearest Otis. My dearest?
And so, in no small part due to the valor of the royal knights, the kingdom succeeds in repelling the invaders. But their jubilation proves short-lived. For in mad defiance, the enemy unleashes a forbidden weapon which brings about a terrible calamity. Full many lose their lives. The good Queen Sveen, shining vision of hope, among them. Go to her! You're supposed to go to her! What's happening?
Is it over already? And then, though the people grieved their queen's tragic passing, guided by her legacy of compassion, oh boy, they, worked hand in hand to overcome an age of hardship, and in time, they built a peaceful and prosperous Alexandria. A new Alexandria.
Pray forgive me. The memories. They had me in a vice grip.
All's well that ends well. I wouldn't dwell on it.
Besides, we had a
If
lot of
I
fun.
may ask, during your improvisation, you spoke of a new Alexandria. And so I'm given to wonder, do you hail from a time after mine own?
We do. And we're living people, not endless.
My word, that I should meet the living in this place. There is another question I dread to speak aloud. A question I couldn't bring myself to pose to newcomers, out of fear of the truth. Alexandria, does it still exist?
It does. It isn't quite the place you knew, but it endures. The descendants of your people walk its streets, and live each day to the fullest as proud Alexandrians.
They live. We live. I had failed to protect my queen, but to hear that, it brings me a measure of peace.
You were there too, Otis. That is an incarnation of you.
Of me? That's absurd. But wait, something comes back to me. When they were researching a means to resurrect Her Majesty, memory preservation or some such, I volunteered to be a test subject. No. It is a fog I cannot pierce. But pray, tell me, this incarnation of myself, what was he like?
He was a brave soul who protected his queen to the last.
That's not all. He was a father in all but name to the new king, Gululja. Whatever you may have failed to do, you're the noblest of souls, Otis. And your deeds, your sacrifice, gave us hope that we sorely needed.
Tis miracle. Verily, there can be no other way to describe it.
It is. It really is. We bear the legacy of your other self, and we'd be glad to bear yours as well.
My, what comfort you offer! With such dependable souls to take up my shield, I may rest easy indeed. I beg you, watch over our new king. The war changed my queen. To her final moment, grief darkened her gentle countenance. I've not the honor of knowing Gululja, but I pray that for all his days, he shall have cause to smile.
We'll see to it he does, Otis. I swear.
No explanations are required. I have intuited your purpose. There are paths only the living may walk. Mine was a tumultuous life, replete with joy and sorrow both, but it ends on a bright note thanks to you. If I have one regret, however, it's that I could not meet the new king. Send him my regards, won't you? I had a wonderful time, and I believe everyone here did too. Suffice to say, I didn't expect you to appear on stage. You did a fine job, both of you. The fact it's mostly children in Yesterland explains all the amusements here, but as happy as they seem, it's hard to think about their lives before this. For if the form of an endless reflects their happiest self, it means they died before they grew up, or grew up to find no greater happiness. That was a marvellous play. To the shame that it will be the last performance, but it will forever be etched in my memories. Well, we're here. Are you having doubts? No, I'll do what I came to do. It's just the fonder you are of someone, the harder it is to say farewell. If you're ready, Elita, then I am too. Alright, let me just say a word about those we met here.
That night, he was the one who looked after Garulja. And now you follow in his footsteps.
And those of others as well. We've come to know how much Svin's people loved her, how much they yearned for peace. All of this we'll carry with us.
I see.
Otis the mechanical soldier and Otis the endless. To you, their paths reconverged at the last. And that makes half. Upon our return, we must regale Garulja with the heroic tale of Sir Otis Valona. 2 zones to go. It's like waking up from a sweet dream to bitter reality. But I'll never forget my time with the Endless, or the pain I feel now. We're more than memories stored in machines. So long as someone remembers us and carries on our legacy, we'll never truly fade away. We still have a ways to go. Let's keep moving. Yay, the first level 100 quest. Kafkia would guide you to the next zone. So far there appears to be no change with the Meso Terminal. So let's take the opportunity to visit another zone. I'll say Vulcania in the northeast. The place with the volcano, eh? And I suppose we're using the zipline again? You know it! Like before, I'll take care of the guard at the gate, remembrance. Come on, let's head back. I must say, it saddened me to see the scenery change in our wake. That volcano, it really isn't real, right? All that smoke pouring out is just part of the glamour. That's a fiery place indeed. I wonder what it's themed upon. How could Chief be so carefree about everything? Beep bloop, error, download complete. User registration confirmed. Dauntless adventurers, I bid you welcome to Alzey Volcano, the sanctuary of the strong. Fight with courage and honor, your legend may resound forevermore in the arena of valor. Whee! It's only an illusion. Only an illusion. What's this now? Don't tell me you're afraid of the lava. No, it's in your life. It isn't even real, is it? Oh, definitely not. But don't take my word for it. Jump in and see for yourself. No, Need. I believe you. That there is the terminal. You can get to it via the caverns that run through the volcano. I'll go on ahead and wait for you. Take care around the wildlife now. Hey, Erenvale. I'll explore alone. You needn't worry. I'll give the wildlife a word birth. Poor Erenvale. He's still coming to terms with it. You can hardly blame him. Let's leave him be for now. Come on, let's get moving ourselves. Shall we go and have a soak? The mechanical soldiers are common here as Air in Solution 9. I wonder how long ago they were created. Right, which seemed to be the most direct path to the terminal, but I must say I'm curious about the building on the left. Looks like we have two paths to choose from. I thought I saw Kafka ahead and left though. Well, that would seem to be a detour. I must say I'm rather curious about that round building. Well, I'm always up for the scenic route. Let's follow after Kafka and see what the building's about. Hello there, would you care for a famous Gold Star ice cream? We were enjoying ourselves in the hot spring, but then my son here got a little lightheaded. We'll be heading back after a little break, perhaps a little ice cream. Keep your refreshments, miss. All purchases come with a free plush doll, free of charge while supplies last. A round building with seating for spectators. Might this be a fighting arena? Found her. Erinville is elsewhere, of course. Well now, look who came all this way too. Great minds, as they say. This appears to be at a fighting arena. Is it also a recreation of an actual place? No likelihood. Well, I don't know the details. I understand such facilities were once common across the land. Though it's closed at the moment, even Solution 9 has the Arcadian. It may well be a legacy of the past. Anyway, it seems the next match is about to begin. As I've already spectated my fill, I will move on, but you ought to head inside for a look.
That rather resembles Arcanima, wouldn't you agree?
Indeed. While similar arts could have developed independently across reflections, this verges on being identical.
Is something wrong?
What?
Do we know each other from somewhere?
Come on, dear!
Oh, I'm sorry, but I must be going.
Wait, please!
You're new here, I gather. It may seem strange at first, but give it time. You'll grow accustomed to it soon enough.
No, I'm not. Rather, I'm, Oh, what can I say? Of course. This earring. Do you recognize it?
Impossible.
My name is Cryle. When I was a baby, I was taken from this world to another, where I grew up without knowledge of my past. I know not how much time has passed for you, and, things may not be as you expect them to be, but I'm here now. I found my way back. This earring, it contained a code with which I was able to reopen the gate. And I did, and I'm here. And...
Could it be as she claims?
She's not lying. I can tell. There is no mistaking the earring. Oh. How you've grown, my darling daughter.
It has been 20 years.
Yes, names. I'm Robor, and this is Elila, your mother. Doubtless, we have a mountain of questions for each other, but perhaps we can take this somewhere quieter? The Heatwells, for instance. There's a spot there where we can relax and chat.
Thinks that Cryle would actually meet her parents. Miracles really do happen here. I'm happy for Cryle. Could it be that the system orchestrated this reunion as well? Forgive me, this is all so much to take in. I'm struggling to collect my thoughts. Cryle has regained some composure. Alright, I feel a little calmer now. I thought myself prepared for the possibility, but to actually come face to face with my parents was overwhelming. And having been parted from them as an infant, I'm not sure how to behave. Take your time. After everything that's happened, you deserve to do so. You have many things to say to one another. Now you could say them. Indeed, this is a meeting to be cherished. Just do what comes natural, eh? Thank you, everyone. I'll make the most of our time together. You're all our daughter's friends, yes? Thank you for bringing her to us. That we should meet our daughter again here of all places. You could carve the tension with a knife. Let's just keep an eye on things for now. I look away for a moment and she goes off and buys another ice cream cone. What if I wanted one too? Rainbow pools. It's such a strange feeling to be reunited with you beyond death. Your companions, what are they called? Oh dear, I completely forgotten to introduce them. Over here is Wuklamat, Vow of Resolve of Tulioli. Beside her is Grahatia, my colleague in the students of Baldessian. And this is Elita, an adventurer, though that hardly does her justice. She is the most dependable of friends, to whom I owe my life. My word, we clearly have a great deal of thanks to give, don't we, dear? Oh, yes. Yes, we do. Our heartfelt gratitude to you all. Not the smoothest of beginnings, is it? If only we had some exuberant people to ease the way, am I right? Wait, that's not a bad idea. Hey, are you hungry? We could bring you something to eat if you like. Oh, thank you, but we're fine. You know, it's quite hot here by the springs. Something cold would be lovely. Understood. We'll fetch you all treats that'll help you cool off. I wouldn't want to be a bother, but... Think nothing of it. This is what friends are for. Thank you. We shall look forward to the cool treats. Thank you, Elita. We look forward to seeing what you bring. You're very considerate. I feel like a bundle of nerves. As we've learned, good food brings people together, even sworn foes. That was well conceived, Wuklamat. Heh, just putting what I learned in Yaktal to use. If I had to mention a potential problem, however, is that food here tastes nothing like nothing to the living. Seriously, I had no idea. Still, it appears to be perfectly enjoyable for the endless, and going along with the idea, Cryo likely understands this. It may not be instantly it may not instantly break the ice, but I'm hopeful it will help thaw it. So shall we split up and look for what Ilia requested? Something cold, ironically. This is supposed to be a special moment, so I say we go to the best treat there is, one that'll leave an impression. The locals ought to be able to recommend something. If you wanted to ask people near the Aetherite Elita, Graha and I will go and do the same elsewhere. We regularly change our offerings, you see, but those were my favourite. What's next to have today? Yeah? Do you want a recommendation for something tasty and cold? This stall doesn't have that sort of thing, I'm afraid. But speaking of something cold, I could use an iced drink as my snack. I think I'll get a coffee. Actually, a tea might be better, or even a lemonade. But I can't go past a beer. Yes, let's make it a white beer today. Actually, a dark one might be better. Or would it? A cold treat that will leave an impression. That's a difficult one. Alice Volcane is home to fighters, so the food here is mostly hearty and filling. Right. There's a popular stall to the southwest. Might have just what you're after. Why don't you go and take a look? I've been curious about that stall myself, but I haven't checked it out yet. It could be just the thing, though. Phew, after a long hot soak like that, I'm going to need a cold Gold Star ice cream. What, you don't know Gold Star ice cream? It's the only popular treat here in Alice Volcane. Well, it's a little tricky to tuck into. You can't come here and not try it. There's a stall to the southwest if you have no excuses. You'll understand when you see the ice cream, but you need to handle it with care. Wouldn't want all that delicious goodness to become a puddle on the ground. You're enjoying yourself in the hot springs, but then my son here got a little lightheaded. We'll be heading back after a little break, and perhaps a little ice cream. So you're here too. Everyone I spoke with recommended Gold Star ice cream. Those colourful balls stacked up on top of each other. That'd be the ice cream, I take it. Well, I can see the appeal, but it's going to be hard to deliver it intact. We need 3 servings, so let's get Graha to help carry one. You're talking to a transportation expert. You mean you can do it alone? Well, there do seem to be vessels for carrying 3. Are you sure about this? Great, they're definitely safer in your hands than mine. I'll go and tell Graha everything's taken care of. See you back at the springs. Hello there. Would you care for a famous Gold Star ice cream? Alright, 3 servings coming right up. Here you are. You want to be quick so it doesn't melt, but also careful it doesn't collapse. Good luck and enjoy. Goodness me, what an amazing looking treat. Thank you so much, Elita.
Never did we imagine that such a reward awaited us. Isn't that so, Robor?
Yes.
Oh, don't mind your father. Like me, he's still getting used to seeing you all grown up.
This is just excruciating.
Yes, well, a 20-year blank is not so quickly filled.
Even so, there's got to be something we can do.
You know, I think I might have an idea.
Raha?
What is he doing?
Oh, you needn't force yourself.
It doesn't taste of anything to the living, surely.
No, it's delicious. I mean it. I've never tasted anything so good.
It really does taste so much better when we're all together.
Yes, indeed.
I'm suddenly craving dessert. How about you?
Truly, we've never felt so happy in all our lives. We don't know how to thank you. But at the very least, we can give you some answers. You've risked so much and come so far from them after all.
'Tis our understanding you are researching a power called interdimensional fusion. Will you tell us about it?
To begin at the very beginning, there is a legend passed down by our people, the Milala. In the distant past, we abided in a different world. Our homeland was a paradise of eternal summer. The flowers were always in bloom. Until, that is, the great calamity turned the very seas to ice. As those around them froze to death, our ancestors looked to a mighty relic for salvation. By its power, they opened a portal and used it to flee to another reality.
The key is none other than that relic, and it has been in the safekeeping of our people since time immemorial.
Yes. When lightning threatened this world, we attempted to use the key to flee again, like our ancestors once did. Alas, no matter what we tried, we couldn't invoke its power. We had all but given up when Preservation approached us with an offer of partnership. Desperate as we were, we accepted their help, only to later discover their ulterior motive, to plunder other worlds of ether. Seeking to frustrate their plans, we defected from the Order, and as their agents closed in on us, we seized control of the prototype gate and activated it.
What followed you already know. We sent our daughter and the key through the portal, entrusting them to the men we encountered. You were born with an unusual gift, you see. Upon learning of it, Preservation sought to subject you to experiments.
An unusual gift? The Echo, I dare say.
Our people, the Milala. Are there any ways I might learn more about them?
There are, such as visiting the cavern inside the volcano. Our ancient homeland has been recreated there. While it's intended to serve as an entertaining diversion, it ought to teach you a thing or two about our history and traditions.
May we go there? Selfish though it may be, I should love to learn of my ancestors. Of them. And of the legacy my parents entrusted to me.
Sure, by all means. As it happens, it's on the way to our destination.
You all have good hearts. Our daughter is fortunate to have friends like you. You've gone through much trouble for us. That went really well, and you, Elita, your sense of balance is something else. Thought it had no taste. The ice cream was a treat for the eyes, and I'm glad it served to ease the tension. Elita, Raha, Lamati, with your help, I was able to not only bond with my parents, but know the joy of sharing a meal with them besides. For that and so much else I thank you. I was eager to learn more about the Milala people. As my parents told us, the cavern inside the volcano is a place for learning about Milala's ancient homeland, but I'm hoping it will yield other information as well, namely information on preservation. Preservation? The scientists who were researching the interdimensional fusion. And prior to that created the Endless. As living memory is likely also their creation, I expect they would carefully curate any details concerning themselves, but I wish to keep an eye out nonetheless. I'm all for it, of course, seeing as the key once belonged to the Milala, it couldn't hurt to learn a little bit more about them. Alright then, let's head inside. So this is how it is here. This place has the look of an ancient ruin, but I suppose it's an illusion as well. These panels contain information about the Milala. It's very much like a museum. The panel bears information on the history of the Milala. In the distant past, the Milana abided in peace upon the Isles of Eternal Summer. Winter never visited that bountiful land, and the flowers ever bloomed in all the colours of the rainbow. But such idyllic days did not last, for just when it seemed the westerly wind had turned cold, the sea suddenly froze over. From the fish in the water to the birds in the sky, all of the animals soon perished. This unnatural weather continued with seemingly no end, and one by one the Milala fell ill, until the death toll was beyond counting. Those who lived still could do naught but pray, as they huddled together for precious warmth. The Milala are the keepers of a mighty relic passed down through the ages. While it has the appearance of a crystal, by whose hand it is wrought is unknown. When a great calamity froze their skies, the speaker, their spiritual leader, fervently prayed to the relic for salvation. In answer to their prayers, the relic opened for them a golden path, one that shone like the light of dawn, and through it they fled into a new land. Since ancient times, the Milala have excelled in calculations. By using formulae and figures to represent all natural phenomena, they had succeeded in devising a unique system of magic. This gift proved invaluable to their new homeland, where they employed their calculations to etch arcane circuits upon the ore which later came to be known as electrope. Through this ingenious technique, electrope was transformed into a tool that could not only store lightning, but convert it to energy of any element. Esteemed for their excellence in the study of electrope, the Milala were favoured by the rulers of the nation. Some among them have attempted to invoke the power of their ancient relic to return to their homeland, but their efforts were of no avail. Never again has the golden path opened and allowed our ancestors to flee to safety. Eventually, the relic came to be forgotten, and some now question whether it even actually existed. Quite a mystical atmosphere here. Is this what the Malala homeland was like? Ding ding, correct. Well, what's going on? The ancient home of the Malala people is recreated here in exacting detail, thanks to the marvel of electrope. The scale alone has been adjusted in order to accommodate folk of all proportions. Ah, but I have neglected to introduce myself. I am the guide for this facility, the step of the speaker. It shall be my pleasure to assist you as you embark upon your educational journey. There's even a guide? How considerate. Alright then, as we wander around, is there something we do not understand? We'll be certain to ask you. This is incorrect. Visits to our facility take the form of a quiz tour, so the correct answer is follow the instructions of your guide. That's yours truly. Sounds like a pain in the ass. I'm sure it will be both enlightening and entertaining. Let's have him guide us. Very good, madame. I have registered the 4 of you as visitors. Please proceed through yonder passageway to the chamber beyond. Is that pattern a Malala motif? Judging by the elaborate decoration, this is a place of importance to Malala. The wall is illuminated, it's so beautiful. If I may have your attention. You stand within a shrine of Malala, a migrant people who roamed until they found new lands to call their own. According to folklore, they originally hailed from a paradise of eternal summer. Alas, they had no choice but to abandon it when a great calamity froze the very seas. The speaker, their spiritual leader, guided them to safety. She is enshrined here with a sacred relic she wielded. In this place, they performed rituals dedicated to the dream that one day they might return to their ancestral home. A sacred relic? That must be the key used to initiate interdimensional fusion. Interdimensional fusion, if such a wonderful power existed, I can only imagine what great feats it could be used to achieve. Now then, it's time for a history quiz. Here we go. There are 4 braziers in this room, each of which is accompanied by a panel bearing a statement. If you believe a statement is true, then you must write Brazier right up in the panel. Simple, yes? Without further ado, please nominate a representative and begin. If there are no objections, let us have Elita do the honours. Go on and take a look at the panels, my friend. All the statements could be true, right, or even false. Gah, the suspense is killing me. For a mechanical soldier to serve as a guide, it seems safe to assume that Preservation was aware of the information presented here and had no objections to its dissemination. I dare say the panels in the previous chamber may also hold clues. Long ago, our people dwelled on the Isles of Eternal Summer, where the flowers ever bloomed. Yet eternity did not last, for a calamity turned the boundless waters to barren ice. The statement seems to agree with the words spoken by the guide. Praying fervently upon the sacred relic, the speaker opened a portal through which our people fled. However, she alone had to remain behind in order to sustain the power. While the statement is similar to what you heard from the guide, you do not recall the speaker remaining behind. Owing to our innate gift in arcane calculations, we Malala not only transformed Electro into a miraculous tool, but excelled in its study besides. As such, despite originally being outsiders, we were favoured by the rulers of many a nation. When lightning threatened the world, we Malala turned to our relic once more. Invoking its power, we opened our portal and returned to our ancient homeland. While the statement is similar to what you heard from the guide, you do not recall the Malala returning to their homeland. I think this one is a yes. I will go and verify. Remember, you must fight the braziers whose statements you believe are true. Are you ready for your answers to be judged? Very well, let the judging begin. You have answered correctly, and on your very first attempt of sides. Amazing. Great work, Elita. I knew you could do it. Taken at face value, the information here would suggest that the Malala had simply migrated from a distant land. But we know better. We are aware of their existence in shard worlds, umbral calamities, and interdimensional fusion. For an event that froze the seas, the fifth umbral calamity comes to mind, that which ushers in the age of endless frost. And legends hold that during that age the entire population of the South Sea Isles vanished overnight. The art of Arcananima, too, traces its roots to the calculations of the South Sea Islanders. While we cannot outright conclude that these people were Malalas, there are at least enough points of similarity to support the theory. Ahem. If you have mused to your satisfaction, let us move on to the next chamber. Another quiz awaits. No, no more quizzes. How many of these quizzes are there? There appear to be a few expressions for these masks. Oh, what's with these massive faces? What could these marks represent, I wonder? We have come to the most enigmatic location in the museum. While it is known as the Speaker's Rest, everything else remains a mystery. No one knows what purpose it served, not even the Malala themselves. That's rather curious. Isn't it, though? Some have suggested this place is purely the creation of the facility's designer, that it didn't exactly exist in the Malala homeland. It's generally believed, however, that the adornments upon the wall are masks that represent the emotions of men. And that brings us to the final quiz. The question is simple. How many types of masks are there? It's the last one already? Something tells me it's not going to be as simple as it sounds. Please take all the time you require. I shall be here when you are ready with the answer. One, 2, 3, 4, 5... Seven. 8. 9, 10. 11. Steps of the Speaker. This set of spiral walkways holds records of Malala history and culture. Though their ancestral origin is seemingly unknown, the mask-like decorations in the main hall are said to represent reverence, adoration, and joy, inspired by the presence of the Speaker, the title given to Malala's spiritual leader. (11, 12). (13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Masks represent emotions. This is a thought, but if emotions and memories are intrinsically bound, could they be Malala's way of expressing different phases of living memory? Wait, what? Gah, I keep losing track. I might have to borrow a brush from Trial. 3. The answer is 3, I think. So, how many masks are there? Have you determined the answer? Huh. Okay, so... see 4 different types. So your answer is 4. How about everyone else? Seriously? I thought it was 6. Like Elita, I also believe it is 4. As do I. And the correct answer is... 4. Congratulations to the 3 of you. Damn it, where in the hell did I mess up? And that concludes the quiz tour for the Steps of the Speaker. I thank you for your visit today and eagerly look forward to your next.
Finished at last. Gods, I'm exhausted.
If the legend is true, the Malala were refugees from the source. But what is this relic of theirs that can bridge worlds? Who made it? And to what end?
Much about the key remains shrouded in mystery. By augmenting it with Electrope, Preservation did succeed in opening a portal. Yet they could never grasp how they had managed to do so, much less the underlying principles of the technology. To this day, not a single person understands the mechanics of interdimensional fusion, let alone who imbued the key with its power, when they did so, or why. But remember this. The key is a tool, and like all tools, in and of itself, it is a force for neither good nor evil. Once taken in hand, however, its capacity for both is made plain. In delivering one man, it may doom another, making a lie of its bearer's every good intention.
As did Preservation, Queen Sveen seeks to wield the key in the name of those she loves. And in so doing, makes her people party to the destruction of countless souls. We have told you all we can. To be able to share this with you at the last, it feels as though we fulfilled our purpose.
You've come to shut down the terminal.
Yes, we have. But perhaps there's another way, one that doesn't require the terminal's deactivation.
For the longest time, we've sought a means to erase ourselves before our knowledge could be used for ill. And in you, we have found it. So press on. Press on, and don't look back.
I will. May I ask you one last question?
Of course, my dear.
The earring. Why did you leave it with me?
Because, Kryl, we wanted to see you again. This may seem self-serving, but we wanted to leave a trace of ourselves with you. A hint to guide you to us, so that we could live in hope.
We've dreamed of this day for so long, but now that it's become reality, we wonder if we deserve to enjoy it. We wanted naught but the best for you, yet we've always wondered how much you might have suffered in our absence.
Do not torment yourselves so. As fate would have it, you entrusted me to a good man. His name is Galuf, and he raised me as his own. What's more, I've been blessed with the finest comrades anyone could have. It's thanks to you that I am here now, hale and happy. So please, be at peace. Be at peace. Mother. Father.
You already have a beautiful name, but if we might call you by the one we gave you? Maya. Our dearest Maya. We love you more than life itself.
Maya. My name... My name is Maya.
Are you sure about this? You can leave the terminal to us, you know.
No, I must do this. Kryl, Maya, Baldessian must press on. Press on and... Farewell, Mother. Farewell, Father.
Farewell.
If I may confide in you, Elita, I've been anxious ever since I chose to accompany you to Tyrell. I was afraid of what I might discover. Perhaps I'd learn nothing, or worse, that my parents didn't love me. But now I know the truth. I couldn't be happier. And I'm glad I took up pictomancy, and I'm glad I mustered up the courage to say that I wanted to join you. Thank you, Elita, for trusting me with your life and walking with me all this way. Well, that's all I wanted to say. I'll see this through. Rather, we'll see this through together. My apologies for keeping you. Come, let's catch up to the others. Damn it, they just want me to drown in a puddle of tears. Arenville isn't here yet. Worry not, I shall be fine. Lovely people, Robar and Alia. The others have told me all. I'm glad Kyle could bid her parents a proper farewell. Now then, to ask this question for the second to last time. Are you ready to shut down the terminal?
You know how to do it.
I do. Just one zone remaining. Now that Ella and Stiffy has joined us, let's head to the last zone. Their memories may be gone, but their love will be with me always. Are you alright, Krail? I am. I chose to forge on no matter what. And I've had the courage to do so because of you all. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Next we have to part with... Their memories will be gone, may be gone, but their love will be with me always. You all see something. Kafkia is ready to head to the fourth and final zone. I must say, the closer we get to the end, the faster time seems to pass us by. Come, let's head to the fourth and final zone. By now you know how to get there, yes? Yes, we do. Excellent. This time I'd like to quickly check on the Meso terminal, so I'll meet you at the Gate of Remembrance. Come on, everyone. Back we go. Boop, ba-doop. So this is it. Like before, it will be hard, but we must honor Kafkia's wish. Oh, Aaron Val. As far as I can tell, we still have some leeway with the Meso terminal. And you can carry on getting to know the Endless in the last zone. Wind's Path Gardens is called, and it's breathtakingly beautiful. That's where your memories are stored, yes? That's right. I left it for last so I could guide you as long as possible. Very thoughtful of me, yes? Ooh, a great idea just occurred to me. What might that be? I'll save it for after we've arrived on the other side. See you there! Her great ideas are generally less than great. Hey, Erenvel. As much as I want to grant your mother her wish, I also want to respect yours. When all's said and done, I want you to be happy. I hope you know this. I know. I know. Kafkia isn't only his mother, she's his mentor as well. That can only make it harder for him to say goodbye. Let's go. For now we keep doing what we've been doing, seeking out Endless and learning what's dear to them. Let's not keep Kafkia waiting. I have faith in Erenvel's inner strength. It's not... What could be this great idea of Kafkia's be? Bleep bloop. Error verification system initialized. User registration confirmed. Greetings and welcome to Wind's Path Gardens, the sanctuary of exploration and discovery. The marvels of the natural world await you.
If I could have everyone's attention. I know we have pressing business, but I'd like to say a few words. Before I died, I had 2 wishes. The first was to see who my Eleneshpia would become. I would say that wish has been fulfilled. Indeed, it has. For the boy who once shunned company has returned a somewhat sociable man, surrounded by wonderful friends. As his mother and mentor both, I couldn't be more proud. As for my second wish, that was to see all manner of nature that I had never seen before. I hoped to explore every corner of the world and there find thriving life. But I didn't even get to see all of Tural, did I? Never enough hours in a day, or days in a year, or years in a life.
Kafkiwa.
Oh, don't give me that look. Though, admittedly, I did go and spoil the mood. Apologies. What I was so poorly trying to work up to asking was this. I want you to help me fulfill my second wish. I have a good feeling about this place. There is so much here I've never seen before, I just know it.
We'd love to see it with you.
I thought you might say that. Thank you. Windspath Gardens is home to a collection of flora and fauna that once thrived on the continent. Like the rest of living memory, I haven't explored it in earnest. Controlling my vessel demanded all of my attention. But at long last, I'll get to meet the creatures here. Wrap things up with a perfect little adventure. So, shall we?
Absolutely not. We're to grant you your wish, and then what? You leave? You cannot ask that of me.
Oh, Eleneshpia. Please understand. I just wanted to end on a happy note. Not only for myself, but for all of us. Better that than a sad goodbye, surely.
The sanctuary of exploration and discovery. Quite fitting that Kafka's memories are here. How very like Kafka to chase her dreams to the last. Let's help Kafka make some great memories. Then, with your consent, let's begin our adventure. Naturally, while we go about this, feel free to continue befriending Endless, and be sure to absorb the delightful scenery. I somehow anticipated this. I thought those things were some sort of enormous tree, but they're actually sculptures. The scenery here is nothing short of remarkable. To think that Sven has managed to preserve it for the endless. What a lovely garden. This particular garden is called Blooms of Discovery. Beautiful, isn't it? It's absolutely stunning. And they are all actual plants? They are indeed. These specimens were brought but here hundreds of years ago for conservation, as the calamity had pushed them to the brink of extinction. This zone is like a great conservatory. Precisely, my dear Cryo. Here you'll find flora and fauna the likes of which no longer exist elsewhere. Doesn't the thought just set your heart aflutter? I suppose. I expect that some creatures I encountered outside of Tyrol may have cousins in this world. While I am no expert on life in the reflections, it would make for an interesting study to compare them. Now there's an idea. Leave it to my pupil to think up such. Here we have not only a world-tradition adventurer and veteran greener, but a pair of Charlene's finest scholars besides. It's a veritable gathering of inquisitiveness, and I'm thrilled to be a part of it. When it comes to inquisitiveness, I reckon I'm a match for both you and Erenvel. I can't recall the last time my mother was so excited. Some creatures here do intend to resemble those in the Eorzea. Such was the case in the first two. Kafka looks awfully happy, doesn't she? Kafka's eyes sparkle in anticipation of discovery. To begin with, I'd like you to scout out the vicinity and report back with any points of note. This would be a good opportunity to speak with the locals. They're bound to be familiar with the area after all. As Alenshibas suggested, it'd be interesting to compare the creatures here with the native in the source. I never ventured outside of Tyrol, so I look forward to your insights. Just leave it to us. I've only ever been to Charlene myself, but I like to think I know interesting when I see it. Of everyone, I dare say you've been to most places. I cannot wait to hear your thoughts. Oh, hello there. What am I doing, you ask? Look up the trunk, see the plants within the capsules? These are species that either can't survive the windspath corridors, or would become invasive and disrupt the ecosystem. The capsules recreate the conditions they require, from tropical to frigid climes, while keeping them isolated. In this way, any and all plant life can be preserved forever, just like ourselves. I've been observing the plants for decades now. They're like children to me. You see a creature wandering about that resembles the trends native to the Twelveswood. The flower garden appears to be meticulously maintained, if not by Endless, then by machines. Did you know that even the water here is created using electrope? The initial product is too pure, though, and adjustments have to be made so the composition resembles what's found in the natural environment. That's just one of the many things they do here to create the ideal conditions for plants to thrive. I don't know what's to become of the world outside the barrier, but I should like to visit a lovely spot like this in real life. Speaking of lovely spots, have you been to the top of the lookout here? It's a great vantage point, and there's even a food stall in case you're hungry. There's real fish here, by the way. We're allowed to catch some, but I'd rather just watch them. After purchasing refreshments, you're free to sit down at one of the tables if you like, or you can simply take it with you if you prefer. My ancestors aren't exactly Alexandrian, but hailed from a place called Conde Petit. They had some unique customs there, for instance. When greeting someone, you had to say "Lally-ho" in a spirited manner. Our settlement was also famous for a gigantic tree that grew nearby. It was so enormous that when you stood at its base, the roots covering the ground went almost beyond the horizon. The terminal here at Windspath Gardens is apparently inspired by that very tree. The Lifa tree, its name was. It may not be real, but it's nice to have it as a memento for prosperity. The actual Lifa tree would have been bigger than this, much, much bigger. There was a beast I'd never seen before. While the arboretoriums of Charlene imitate natural environments, this place has the feel of an exhibit. In that sense, the word gardens does suit it well. Welcome back, Elita. Kyle has just delivered to me a most fascinating report. You have some engaging impressions to share too, I hope. Well, that's all very interesting indeed, but I must say I am most fascinated by the ambulating trees. While there are similar creatures in Europoka, could you tell me more about these treants, as you know them? There are various subspecies such as those with red leaves or a gnarled look. Is that so? Though it makes sense it would adapt to their environments in that fashion, I imagine they need to careful management to flourish, such as having specific varieties of trees around them. The management of ecosystems. That calls to mind Labyrinthus, does it not? That it does. Lest you wonder, Labyrinthus is a storage facility deep beneath Charlayan that contains a recreation of a temperature climate zone. Such a place exists? Amazing! By the by, did anyone also catch sight of a large scalekin? A large scalekin, you say? What does it look like? Nothing I've ever seen before, but it has a rodent-like form and walks on all fours. If it looks like a rodent, wouldn't that make it a beastkin? No, it's covered in scales, ones that appear to mimic succulent parts. By that, I would definitely classify it as scalekin. Well, it's hard to say for certain without seeing it. Why don't you show me? Very well. It was in the flower fields earlier. It should be near. Let's head over there then, and when we find it, we'll see who's right. You two should come along too to lend us your opinions. You go on ahead, Elita. I'll let the others know and then join you. Hey, this is so exciting. Come on, let's help find another creature. This is the area. The beast didn't give me the impression that it moves frequently. Oh, you guys! That's the one there. I see. At a glance it certainly has a look of both scalekin and beastkin. Let's examine it more closely, shall we? Tell me your observations. It's covered in plant-like scales. That was also the first thing I noticed. I dare say those scales are for hiding in foliage. Having studied it, I believe that the scales upon its back are in fact a unique form of hide. Rather than being shed, it grows with the creature. You may be right. If we consider that along with its other characteristics, such as its face and hands, it's more likely to be a beastkin like you said. A physical examination would be needed to confirm this beyond doubt, but I'm satisfied simply to have seen it. It seems you alone were familiar with this species. Where did you encounter it? The fairy kingdom of the first. Elita has been to the very edge of existence. She has seen life that others could only imagine. Amazing! Creation truly holds no end of mysteries. Oh, how I'd love to see them all. All the life beyond the bounds of our star and plain both. Looks like we're having fun. Ah, hearing about the unknown never fails to rouse me. I felt the same way when Captain Moran and Gulluf treated me to tales of their travels. You've met my grandfather too? Oh, didn't I mention it already? It was when Gulluf came to Terrell to investigate the Golden City. I happened to have business with Gulul Jajah, so we met in Tuliolo. Little did I know that the tiny babe he was created would return as you. To think that our paths had already crossed all those years ago. Not only yours and mine either. Elenshiba was there too, you know. I don't remember. It's quite fine if you don't. It was actually because Gulluf told me about Charlene that I later urged Elenshiba to take up gleaning. My fuzzy bum-bum was growing dour and withdrawn, and it was when I was at my wit's end that I recalled your grandfather's story about gleaners. Seeing the world through their adventures would inspire a change for the better, I believed. I'm sorry I was dour and withdrawn. If you ask me, you still have some work to do, but it's because you feel that you're that way that you're with us now. And I, for one, am grateful. Well, let's keep moving, shall we? There's a facility I've been wanting to visit. The Clara Museum of Nature. They're supposed to have creatures that take you on leisure flights. There's just one problem. It seems only 3 people can fly at one time. Then you and Ellenville should go. The rest of us still have plenty of other things we can do here. If there's room for one more, then why don't you come with us, Elita? Settled. The museum is at the bottom of the ramp that runs west of Leonid Aero. Come on. All this time my grandfather was the common thread between us. Look after Erenville for me. Do not mind us, and just enjoy yourselves. We shall explore a little more and then make our way to the terminal. I think I'm actually going to stop there because I am getting quite tired. But I will be back at this tomorrow at some point. I was hoping to get it finished tonight. But hopefully, since I'm feeling so tired just now, hopefully I will rest well and not be overly excited waking up in the morning. Take care, my darlings. Love you all. Bye for now. Mwah.